For centuries, the British monarchy has been wrapped in an aura of divinity, portrayed as chosen rulers with sacred bloodlines stretching back to legendary kings. But what if the truth was far different from the myths? What if the origins of England's most powerful dynasty were not divine, but deeply human, marked by betrayal, politics, and secrets written out of history? Today, AI digs beneath the polished crowns and portraits to uncover the real faces, real roots, and shocking truths of the English monarchs. What it reveals may forever change how we view the royal family you thought you knew. Before we dive into this journey of myths and reality, make sure you subscribe and join us. Because here, we don't just tell history, we reconstruct it, uncovering secrets hidden for centuries. Stick with us until the end, because the story of England's crown is about to get personal. The myth of sacred bloodlines. The English crown has always been surrounded by myths, stories of kings chosen by God, rulers descending from heroes, and dynasties fated to rule. These legends were powerful tools, crafted to keep people loyal and obedient. From medieval chroniclers to Tudor propaganda, tales of divine right were not history, they were carefully designed illusions. But AI, piecing together faces and origins, shows us something different. The rulers were not gods in human form. They were people, shaped by ambition, fear, and chance. Their portraits hid imperfections, their stories hid betrayals, and their crowns were forged in fire, not destiny. The Norman conquest and real beginnings. The true roots of the English monarchy begin not with Arthurian legends, but in 1066, with William the Conqueror. Far from a sacred English ruler, William was a Norman invader, speaking French, ruling with violence, and reshaping England forever. The myth says England's crown has always been pure and unbroken, but AI genealogical reconstructions show that the bloodline was anything but. Norman, Angevin, and Plantagenet rulers were more French than English for centuries. The English monarchy was less a symbol of national pride and more a foreign dynasty imposed on the people. These truths, erased in royal storytelling, reshapes everything we thought we knew about where power truly came from. Tudor propaganda and the invention of Englishness. The Tudors were masters of myth-making. Henry VII claimed divine favor to secure his fragile throne. Henry VIII presented himself as chosen by God while rewriting history to justify his break from Rome. Elizabeth was painted as the Virgin Queen, England's savior. Yet AI facial reconstructions and modern analysis reveal the Tudors weren't divine figures, but deeply flawed humans. Henry VIII suffered with obesity and disease, Elizabeth struggled with loneliness and power politics. Their portraits, carefully edited, were propaganda. In reality, their reigns were not the perfection of destiny, but a fight for survival. The Tudor Golden Age was built on spin. Faces behind the crown. AI brings us face to face with the monarchs as they truly looked. Not the idealized marble statues or airbrushed oil paintings, but weathered skin, tired eyes, and scars that tell their story. Richard III, vilified as a hunchbacked villain, was not the monstrous figure Shakespeare described. He had scoliosis, jizz, but also striking features, a sharp gaze, and a presence far from the caricature. Queen Victoria, remembered as a stern widow, appears in reconstructions as a softer, younger woman whose struggles with loss left deeper marks than her portrait showed. The crown hid their humanity. Iris Torseed. Myths versus facts, the bloodline exposed. For centuries, royal propaganda claimed the bloodline was sacred, pure, and divinely chosen. But DNA studies and AI reconstructions reveal broken links, illegitimate children, and surprising twists. Some monarchs weren't the rightful heirs at all, at least not by blood. The crown was secured through war, politics, and manipulation, not destiny. For instance, Richard D's genetic line doesn't perfectly connect to modern royals. The supposed divine right collapses when faced with the reality of biology and ambition. The monarchy's power was built on myths people needed to believe, not facts. The crown in today's light. Today, the monarchy still carries that aura of timelessness, tradition, and myth. But AI reminds us, these were humans first, rulers second. Their struggles, mistakes, and humanity are what make their stories powerful, not their claims of divine origin. Perhaps that's why the monarchy survives, not because of destiny, but because people crave the myth, even when they know the truth. In the end, the crown isn't about sacred blood. It's about storytelling, and no dynasty has told its story better than England's. So, what does AI show us? That the English monarchy was never about sacred bloodlines or divine destiny. It was about people, flawed, ambitious, often desperate, who used myths to hold power. The kings and queens we were taught to see as larger than life were not gods, but humans. And perhaps, that makes their story even more compelling. If myths created their crown, then truth may finally free it. The question is, when we strip away the legends, do we admire them less, or understand them more? History, after all, is not about myths we inherit. It's about the truths we dare to face.